Hey guys, this is Jaren with Patrick Adair Supplies. Today we are working on the December sub box. Let's get into it.
Every month, we dive into epic tutorials that break down everything you need to know to make awesome rings with your monthly sub box. We'll cover the tools, the materials, and techniques you need to turn your box into a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. Whether you're a first-timer or a pro, you're in the right place.
So to get you started on this sub box, we have our crimson red opal, we have red glow powder, a tungsten ring blank, and our rusty red pigment. In addition to that, we have a little hammer that we will send as a bonus item. So our first step is to prep our materials. Here I am mixing 1 part pigment with 3 parts glow powder. In addition to that, if you guys want to, you can crush up the opal a little bit more fine, just to get a different look to it. I'll show you what that looks like at the end of the video. So we're going to start out putting our base color. The technique that I use is using super thin and the lathe moving at a medium speed, and then I simply just pour on the pigment a little bit at a time and let it coat the base of the blank. This is something that takes a little bit of practice, but like anything, once you get enough practice in, it is pretty simple to do. So the ring design that we decided to go with this month is a very simple one. I think that it is a great one for beginners to start in and to learn, and as well for those that are a little bit more experienced, just to go back to the basics and get a little practice in, or you can do something all your own and be a little bit more creative if you'd like. It follows the very basic structure that we usually do in our rings, where we do a base coat of color and then the main material, here it's opal, and then clear coats to give it some depth. While pouring on the opal, I usually have a box underneath just to catch any excess that falls underneath, that way you can use that for later. And then all those little stragglers on the side of the ring blank, I use the back of my tweezers to push those down in. The opal on this is such a nice vibrant red. I think it is perfect for Christmas time. Maybe as a Christmas gift for a loved one. For me, I might give this to my brother just as a little bonus Christmas gift. Our next step is to add our clear coats of CA. A little tip for that, while you are applying the CA, just a couple drops at a time, having the lathe move at a low to medium speed. Any of the excess CA that you put on there, if you slow the lathe down, it'll just drip off. That way you're not putting too much on at a time. And then you're just going to use a little bit of accelerator. I do 1 to 2 sprays. That will cure nicely and clear. Once you have 1 layer on, you just repeat that same thing again until the clear coat is built up past the lip of the blank. Now you see those opal pieces that are kind of sticking out of the ring. We're going to flatten those out and Dremel those down. And so when doing this on any ring, you want to be careful to slowly remove the material as you get closer to the blank. You want to go a little slower, you don't want to scratch that. This is a tungsten band, and so if you do scratch it, it's going to be very difficult to get those scratches out. If you are a beginner, this is a perfect ring to practice this on. Opal is extremely soft, and so it's easy to Dremel down, and again, the tungsten is very durable, and so this is perfect to practice with. Our next few steps are all about prepping our ring for our final clear coat. To start out, I'm going to do a pre-wet sand. This will remove any excess material from the top of the ring, smoothing it out. And then you might see a couple of white spots in your ring. If you do, you can take an X-Acto knife like this and carefully pick those out. Once we add our final clear coat, it will be completely clear and transparent, and you'll be able to see all the materials in the ring very clearly. If you do wet sand, please make sure to completely dry off the ring. If you don't, you're going to have cloudiness and white spots all throughout the ring after you add the clear coat. So just make sure that it's completely dry. What's really cool about this next step is when you add the top clear coat, all of that cloudiness and those white spots, those all disappear and it becomes glossy and almost looks like a finished ring. I do 2 coats here just because I did create those kind of holes when I was digging out those white spots, and so I just want to make sure those are all the way filled. But once that's fully cured, you're all ready to get started with the sanding steps. So for any of you new to ring making, this next step, which is our sanding steps, is the most relaxing part of the entire ring making process. For me, I've done this for so many years now that I'll literally watch like a movie or something while I do it. But it's very simple once you get enough practice. You start with 220 grit sandpaper and remove any excess material on the top and on the bevels. And then from there, you're going to use 500, 1000, and 1200 grit sandpapers to get to a final finish ready for you to do the polishing. Lastly, I'm going to polish up our ring. Since this is a tungsten band, I'm going to use our diamond polish compound, which makes it easy for you. It just says step 1, step 2, and you just go through all of those. And once you do, it's going to remove all of the scratches, anything made from the Dremel or the sandpapers in the tungsten, and it will create a mirror finish for it. And there you have it, guys. That is our December ring. With that beautiful vibrant red, I think this is perfect for Christmas time. This is a simple ring design that we did this month, but in the coming months you can look forward to a little bit more advanced rings and techniques. And if you have any suggestions for the coming year, please let me know in the comments. I'll make sure to check those out. I've already seen many suggestions and I'll make sure to follow through with those in the coming months. Thank you for watching this one, guys, and happy holidays.